Welcome back to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix, and I am doing a tarot reading on the economy for the collective. I've been doing these about once every month, and I had noticed when I was doing the other tarot reading for the collective yesterday, I happened to look at the date from the previous economy reading, and I was like, oh, it's about that time. So I was like, okay, might as well do it today. And for those who don't know, again, it's for the collective, so it's not for a specific sign. And it's more of like a money reading for everyone, and then focusing on the economy itself. For pre-shuffle energy, it was very, very interesting. Lots of things came out in the pre-shuffle energy. I kind of wish I would have had pen and paper because I'm having to do this from memory now. But before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Okay, got that out the way. Oh yeah, also all of the readings for July are up. The general reading, the love reading, the money reading for each sign, the new moon and Cancer reading for the collective, the summer solstice reading for the collective, and the full moon in Capricorn reading, which the full moon in Capricorn happens around July the 13th for the collective. Those readings are up as well. Okay, and then I did a random reading for the collective yesterday. So you can check that out if you want to. Okay, back to this. Pre-shuffle energy. First thing is, I'm naming this investment is the key, regardless of what cards come out. And I already had this in my mind based off of the energy that I had picked up before. When I'm talking about investment is the key, I'm talking about not just investing, as in whether it's in the stock market or what have you. I'm talking about, are you spending your time binge watching Stranger Things on Netflix, or are you updating your resume? Are you going out to the club with your friends, or are you learning more about gold, silver, and other precious metals? You know, those type of things. And also, are you surrounding yourself with people who are like-minded in the sense of they want to excel and progress, and they're doing the actions required to make that happen? Or are you surrounding yourself with people that remain stagnant all the time and aren't doing anything? It's kind of like, where are you investing your time? What are you investing in? Are you purchasing things that will give you a return on your investment? For example, if you go to the store and you purchase a comic book, that might eventually give you a return on your investment, because comic books eventually become collector's items after the decades pass, or baseball cards or basketball cards or whatever. Or are you just randomly buying things that you're not getting a return on your investment? It hasn't brought any type of value to you. The only thing that it's brought you is a temporary high in regards to instant gratification. So I really feel, based off of the pre-shuffle energy, because the Eight of Cups came out twice in two different decks. I'm using, all of these are tarot decks. One of them is my custom deck, but I have 4 tarot decks here. Six of Cups came out in 2 different decks. Eight of Cups came out in 2 different decks. Nine of Pentacles came out in 2 different decks. The list goes on and on. There were a lot of repeats, is what I noticed. One thing I can tell you is that family will be a very big deal over the next probably 30 days and going throughout the rest of the year. Family will be a huge deal. And it will be about, what can I do to make sure that my family is stable? That is the mindset that people are switching in. Because I think it's starting to sink in with some people, if they haven't recognized it yet, is that we are in a recession. We've been in a recession. And it's just, the news outlets and so on and so forth haven't said it yet, but we are. And eventually the recession, like I mentioned before, will transition into a depression. Now, please keep in mind that a lot of millionaires are made during recessions and depressions. It's just the point of where they invested at during that recession and that depression. It's about doing research. Also, for some of you who are in relationships, this is something that came out in the pre-shuffle energy. If you are investing, whether it's stocks, crypto, whatever you're doing, real estate, what have you, and your significant other, and I feel like this is a husband and a wife, if your husband says something to you, if you're the one doing the investment, or your wife says something to you where they have an idea, don't be so quick to dismiss them just because they haven't been doing what you've been doing in regards to handling the investments. I say that because for some of you, your other half will actually have a very good idea on how to invest some money. But you may just dismiss it out of hand because your other half doesn't really deal with the investments like that. They deal with other things. So I'm telling you, if you happen to get a suggestion, for those of you this is resonating with, and with anything that I do, as I always say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading the energy and the tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. If you happen to receive a suggestion from your other half, I'm not saying you have to take it, but don't just automatically dismiss it. There may be something there that affects your family's stability or could help you upgrade or elevate to another level based off of what they said. Where it may be a thing where it's like, okay, that's interesting. We can't necessarily do it like you said it, but maybe if we tweak this a little bit and do this, and then it turns out to be something that makes you money. So just keep that in mind. I feel a lot of people will be quitting their jobs. Let's see, we're in July right now. Going into the end of July, probably, so July, August, September, October. I feel like a lot of people will be quitting their jobs going over the next few months, probably going into October. Some might start working again till the end. Some might just quit and wait until 2023 is what they may do. There are people going back to school. A lot of people are going back to school to learn a trade where they don't want to do the job that they're doing anymore because they're tired of where they're at. The energy that I'm picking up, and I feel that it's because of stress, is that life is too short. And I know the media covered the thing where they were talking about the great resignation and all of that stuff, and people have been quitting their jobs, blah, 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 blah. But I'm talking about, I honestly feel that there will be a very active effort over the next few months for people to start looking to learn another trade and then quit their job and go into that trade, or either they're just going to quit their job and learn the trade here and there on the way, and then they might go back into the workforce. But I really feel there might be some type of frustration where people are working on their jobs and they're not feeling appreciated, and they're adding things up and they're saying, you know what, the money that I'm receiving is not worth the headache and the work, me having to get up, get in my car, drive with $5 gas and all of this other stuff and deal with this and deal with that, it's not adding up. I need to do something different. I feel people will be switching to that energy. And again, we all have free will. You can do what you want to do. What else did I pick up in the pre-shuffle? I'm trying to think. For others of you, it's going back to what I mentioned before, pursuing your dreams. That fire could have been lit with the full moon in Sagittarius back last month, or the new moon in Cancer. I feel that new ideas will be opening up because don't forget, in August, there will be a full moon in Aquarius because the full moon in Capricorn is in July. The full moon in Aquarius will be in August. So with that, it's about, and maybe that's why we're getting this, or should I say I'm getting this energy of focusing on family and helping others and being with others, because that full moon in Aquarius might bring that out. Also, with that full moon in Aquarius, and especially during Leo season, I feel like some people might just go ahead and let it all hang out verbally, where they had held in some of their thoughts, but now they're about to read somebody the riot act, is what they're about to do. It's going to be one of those, well, let me tell you something that you don't know about yourself. I feel there's going to be some of that energy in August with it being Leo season and the full moon in Aquarius. So yeah, a lot of manifestation, looking for something different. Okay, so that's the pre-shuffle energy. Let's go ahead and get on into this and see what we get right quick. And as for the economy, the stock market will continue to drop. I'm not a financial advisor. If you want financial advice, seek a financial advisor. I'm just telling you the energy that I'm picking up. The stock market will continue to drop. Invest where you feel is appropriate. Consult a financial advisor. If you believe in a stock, hold on to it. If you don't, let it go. I mean, whatever works for you. There's one company that I'm invested in, and their stock has been obliterated. But I'm not letting go of the stock because I believe in the company. Also, yeah, that's another thing too. Some of you will need to take the emotion out of your investing, and some of you will be doing that. You'll be removing the emotion out of the investing and being more strategic and logical when you're doing your investing as well. That will be going on. But for the stock I was talking about, I believe in the company. So yeah, I have a good feeling about them. All right, may I have the energy for the collective in regards to the economy? May I have the energy for the collective in regards to the economy? May I have the energy for the collective in regards to the economy? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear in regards to the economy? May I have some cards, please? Is that? Okay. It gave me 4. Actually, no. It gave me 5. So I'm taking these 2. Okay. In the heart of the matter, wow. 5 of Wands and King of Swords at the heart of the matter so far. So this is air energy and fire energy. Some of you may be having a conflict on the job. It could be with an air sign. Again, I honestly feel going into Leo season with the full moon in Aquarius, some of you might end up giving someone a piece of your mind. For others of you, I feel that there may be conflict with an authority figure. I know that you've seen in the news the situation that happened in Sri Lanka, where they had stormed the presidential residence and everything else. With this King of Swords, which is an authority figure, there could be something going on with an authority figure, or it could be something in regards to legal, too. But the Ace of Pentacles is on the outside right here. So there is a new start to be had for some of you. But I feel at the heart of the matter, there's somebody, people are upset with their treatment. Again, Five of Wands is fire energy and it's about conflict. It can also be about training too. So that can go back to what I was talking about before, where some of you might be doing some training. And that King of Swords could be the person who's training you. But for others of you, it just could be conflict. And this could be worldwide conflict as well, in regards to the King of Swords. And that conflict might be because, don't forget, the King of Swords is not a person who is really emotional. The King of Swords is a person who leads with their mind instead of their heart. And because they're not showing empathy or compassion to the people that they're dealing with, is creating conflict around that king, this person in this King of Swords energy, which could be an authority figure. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And then on the outside, these two cards, we have the Chariot. So now the Chariot has come out twice in different decks, which is a victory card and the Page of Wands. There will be a message coming in very fast. And this will be good news. So if any of you are dealing with a situation of conflict around you, there is good news to be had, because you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. And then you have the Chariot and the Page of Wands, which is a message coming in. Some of you might be dealing with some travel. Some of you might be relocating. Some of you might be relocating to get away from this conflict. Maybe there's some type of conflict going on in your country or your area, and you decide to move to another state or another city or another country to get away from the conflict and do that. And then that will be your new beginning, Ace of Pentacles, with traveling. Page of Wands and the Chariot card. So you're packing up and leaving. It's interesting because an umbrella is in here for this particular deck with the Chariot. This person's holding an umbrella. This means that you're protected during these times as well. All right, at the bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups, which is Cancer energy. So some of you may be listening to your intuition, and this is the second time the Queen of Cups has come out in a different deck. So some of you may be listening to your intuition. You may also be showing empathy in certain situations. Also, people may be looking at you as the mother figure, because Queen of Cups represents Cancer. Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. So there may be a thing going back to family where people are coming to you because you're sort of like the matriarch. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. It's just the energy that you exude. You might be exuding Queen of Cups energy. So they're coming to you in a time of uncertainty, looking for reassurance is what they're looking for. While all of this conflict is going on around them in their lives, at the heart of the matter, some people may be coming to you for reassurance that everything will be okay. All right, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. May I have the energy for the collective in regards to the economy. May I have the energy for the collective in regards to the economy. May I have the energy for the collective in regards to the economy. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? And these cards did not want to come together. I honestly feel like there's going to be a riot, and that Five of Wands came out again. I feel like there's going to be some conflict. I want to do this again. There's going to be some conflict. The thing that's going on in Sri Lanka, I feel like it's going to be ramped up in other countries. I feel the media isn't covering it as much, but I know they've had issues in the Netherlands with the farmers there. I feel like this is going to get amped up over the next 30 days, is what I feel. I'm going to split the deck again. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? May I have some cards, please? Whoa. Okay. So that came out. Wow. Queen of Cups again in a different deck. So the Queen of Cups came out in one deck in the pre-shuffle, in two decks in the pre-shuffle. This one it came out now in this deck. Queen of Cups is going to be very, very big. It's going to be very big. May I have another card, please? And Page of Pentacles came out. So we have more Pentacles on the outside. This is bringing messages. So we have 2 pages so far. And also the Peacock is there. So this, again, this is some type of stability. Thank you. What card is this? In the Page of Swords. So we have 3 pages on the board now. There's going to be a lot of messages going on. I feel like, and this is at the heart of the matter, Page of Swords, there could be some spying going on too, as well. Also, there could be, you could be blocking someone too. The reason I say that, Page of Swords plus the King of Swords is the Two of Swords. There could be somebody who's blocked out. Maybe you're blocking an authority figure. You're blocking them out, blocking out their energy. Could be an air sign because this is air energy. Aries. Could be dealing with Aries, but Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire energy still here with conflict. But also that King of Swords could be spying on someone. So maybe that could be happening too. But I honestly feel like there is a block going on, like a resistance, where maybe this person who's in King of Swords energy, they're attempting to do something, but these people, you see how this conflict is going on? They're the ones who are being resistant to it. They're like, no, that's not happening. I feel like riots will become more common over the next 30 to 60 days in countries. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. What's at the bottom of it? Because I didn't check. And then the Knight of Pentacles. So we have the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles here, and then the Ace of Pentacles there. There will be opportunity. There will be an opportunity to make money. For others of you, you have something coming in slowly. It's going to take you some time. Going back to the Page of Pentacles, which can be starting something new, whether it's a new position at a company where you've already been there, but you're starting a new position and now you're learning something different and it's paying more money. It may take time for you to learn. With the Knight of Pentacles, but you will. The Four of Pentacles is under that. So it's like having a foundation is what you're doing. For others of you, this can also, a Page of Pentacles can also be going back to school. So that confirms what I was talking about in the pre-shuffle energy. Let me go ahead and take some more cards. May I have the energy for the collective in regards to the economy? May I have the energy for the collective in regards to the economy. May I have the energy for the collective in regards to the economy. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that something, you see how the star, yeah, something's going to be going on with the full moon in Aquarius in August. Expect to see something with the full moon in Aquarius. Also, going back to family and healing relationships where some people may be quitting their jobs to spend more time with their family, even though usually when somebody says they want to spend more time with their family when they quit their job, that's not the case. It's something usually happened behind the scenes, but honestly, I feel like this will be the case for some of these people. They're spending more time with their family, but also they're speaking their truth, is what I'm getting. In the month of August, more than likely with the full moon in Aquarius, I feel like some people will be speaking their truth, is what will be happening. 2, others of you will be recognized for some type of work that you've been doing. And then for some of you, you're just healing relationships because the star is about healing. May I have some more cards, please? This one does not want to go back in. You see it right there, how it's bent. So, Knight of Pentacles again. Knight of Pentacles again. Again, lots of double confirmations. Different deck. So something is coming slowly for some of you, but it is coming. And I feel also that there will be a recovery for the economy, which I've already mentioned this before. It's just going to be a slow recovery. When I was talking about the crash last time, something had said, I think it was 16 to 18 months after the crash, that the economy will recover. Because some people were saying, oh, it's going to take decades and decades and decades. I wasn't getting that energy. Last time when I did one of the readings for the economy, I had heard 16 to 18 months after the crash. So, I feel this could also signify that this is what this is. Again, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck, but when it arrives, it brings exactly what you need. May I have another card, please? Thank you. And the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So Queen of Swords in the reverse came out. Anytime a court card is in the reverse, this can be what I call petty energy. There might be some petty energy that you'll have to deal with. It can also be someone who is not being logical, someone who is being spiteful or maybe even vindictive. But I wouldn't worry about it. What's at the bottom of the deck? Yep, that confirms it. 5 of Swords. So there's some pettiness that will be going on over the next 30 days. Could be within countries, could be in your life, on the job, in family, or what have you. But we have the 5 of Wands and we have the 5 of Swords. Also, 5 of Swords. Remember when I was talking about earlier that with this Page of Swords, somebody might be spying on you? This 5 of Swords can also be gossip as well. They might be spying on you and then running back to tell other people stuff about you, is what could be going on. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But I feel you're blocking it out, is what you're doing. You're moving away from it. You're staying above. You're staying balanced with Queen of Cups energy. You're listening to your intuition. Here again, listening to your intuition. And see, 6 of Swords was in my mind because I was thinking Page of Swords plus 5 of Swords is 6 of Swords. Under the Queen of Cups was the 6 of Swords. That was in my mind. So yeah, and that's what I was talking about, where you're moving away from it. You're not associating with this low vibing energy. It's sort of like, and even if it's not at the job or something like that, if there's any type of low vibing energy, those who this is resonating with, you're sort of like, okay, that's their drama. Let me focus on me and my family and what I need to do to maintain. And we're going to leave them and their drama over there. Their drama has absolutely nothing to do with me being in that energy. So even though, again, this confirms the pettiness. And also under the Five of Swords is the Page of Pentacles. So there's Page of Pentacles, different deck. That's what I'm saying. Something is starting anew for some of you. And you're remaining balanced. You're investing your energy in the right things is what you are doing during this period of conflict and strife, wherever it may be, whether it's in your job, whether it's in your family, whether it's in your city, your state, your country. You're staying above all of that. And you're looking at the glass half full instead of half empty is what you're doing. Okay, let's take some cards from the custom deck and then we can wrap this up. May I have the energy for the collective in regards to the economy? May I have the energy for the collective in regards to the economy? Energy for the collective in regards to the economy. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? This card was left over. It's a denial. Somebody might be in denial about something. I'm going to leave it to the side over here. I'm not going to put it in the thing. What is it that the collective needs to hear? May I have some cards, please? Thank you. 1 week. So something of significance related to money will be happening in 1 week. Today is what is today? Today's the 9th or the 10th? Today's the 10th. Today's the 10th of July. So maybe by the 17th, some type of news will come out. Maybe that will be the investment opportunity, especially since it's under the Ace of Pentacles. Or maybe it's 1 week from the time that you watch this, is what it could be. All right? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. May I have some more cards, please? Thank you. At the heart of the matter, grateful. So a lot of you, and that's going back to what I was talking about before. In this Queen of Cups energy with your intuition, again, Queen of Cups twice here already out. You're in this energy where you're very balanced. You're emotionally balanced. You're not letting things get to you, regardless of the chaos going on around you. You're not letting your emotions get the best of you, is what you're doing. And also, you're still able to be generous during the process emotionally to others, which again might be why people may seek you out for that reassurance. But be careful. You don't want for them to take everything out of your cup. Because if your cup is empty, then how can you let others use your cup if it's empty? You have to refill your cup. You have to take care of you. And also, I feel there will be a lot of self-care for you with the Queen of Cups showing up so strong. And don't forget, the Chariot card is Cancer energy as well. So some of you may be Cancers or have Cancer placements in your chart, or you may be dealing with the Cancer. But you're grateful during this period that everything is stable around you. Or should I say, not necessarily around you, but stable for your inner circle, stable for your foundation, even though there may be chaos around you. you're still grateful. You're still appreciative. May I have another card, please? Thank you. Okay. Bank fraud. So, bank fraud came out. Be careful. Don't forget, when things go crazy with the economy, people start to do things that are questionable. So, be mindful of bank fraud. Don't click the link on any email or text message that is sent to you. Be sure to watch your accounts regularly as well. For those of you who have funds constantly going in and out of your account, make sure you're crossing every T and dotting every I. This is saying that there is the possibility of bank fraud during this time. Also, I just heard that there may be a large bank that committed fraud. So, like a large commercial bank, where it may be in the news that a large commercial bank committed fraud too. So that could be it as well. And then people find out about it. Almost like what happened to, what was that bank or investment firm? I think it was Bear Stearns or Lehman Brothers, or maybe it was both of them, whatever. But it may be something like that, like a Wells Fargo. I'm not saying that Wells Fargo is committing bank fraud, even though they're shady as hell. That I will say. But maybe a major bank is found out to have committed bank fraud. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. At the bottom of the deck, denied. This is interesting because denial was here at the bottom, because when I picked up the deck, I didn't get it. So for whatever reason, the card didn't come with the rest of the deck. And then at the bottom again is denied. For some of you, and I'm getting a few things here. For some of you, this denial, maybe you were trying to open a bank account with a certain bank. It was actually to your benefit because this bank is going to be found out to have committed bank fraud. So they will have committed fraud. And then obviously they're going to be under scrutiny, so on and so forth. For others of you, you may find yourself applying for something and you're denied, like you're applying for a bank account and you're denied. But then when you look into it, you're finding out that you've been denied because there may be some type of bank fraud going on where it's affected your identity or something like that. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. What's under denied? New money is under denied. So for some of you, you will have new money coming in. Obviously, with the Page of Pentacles showing up twice, and then the Knight of Pentacles showing up twice, it doesn't surprise me that new money is coming in for some of you. For some of you, also with the Ace of Pentacles as well, and then with the Star too. Yeah. Definitely so. But I really feel for those this is resonating with, you're grateful that you've managed to stay above the conflict. You realize how blessed you are, is what this is at the heart of the matter. All right? So that is your message. Be mindful of where you invest. Investment is key. And something is, hold on. Ungrateful, it was reversed, but so you have grateful and ungrateful because it was at the top of the deck here when I set it back down. That's interesting. So you had denial and denied, and then you have grateful and ungrateful. That's crazy. So glass half full or glass half empty? How do you want to look at it? That is your message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Until next time, be blessed.